What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about something that is extremely important in life, and that is how to construct perfect self-discipline. And I'm going to show you how to develop it because believe it or not, I figured it out. The old Blake was not disciplined. He was a heavy procrastinator. He was indecisive. He couldn't make choices on his own. He sucked. I was a prisoner to my impulsiveness, and that led me to making poor decisions, and that led to poor results. But over the years, I've gone from that person that I just described to a person that works multiple executive level jobs, who works out 5 to 6 times a week, who makes 2 videos a week on YouTube, and the list goes on. And it's crazy how I've just evolved to that person, and I want to show you exactly how I've done it. So I first recognized all the bad habits that I have just built over the years that were getting me nowhere in life, and had that realization that if I don't make some corrective action soon, then I'm screwed. I'm not going to live the life I want, and I'm going to continue to go nowhere fast. I recognized that I wasn't getting good sleep, that I wasn't eating healthy foods, that I wasn't going to the gym consistently, and that I was spending all my extra money on stupid shit, which was keeping me poor. And so once I determined which bad habits I needed to change, I then began to recognize positive habits that I could transition to that can allow me to get on the right track and live the life I wanted to live. And it's one thing to be self-aware of all the bad habits that you have, but it's a completely other thing to be self-disciplined in forming those new habits. The first step to self-discipline is to have strong conviction in yourself and in your goals. It's important to have an understanding as to why you're setting these goals and to have a clear vision on what you actually want for your life. It's also important to have the faith that you will achieve your goals and that your efforts will be rewarded. You know, sometimes I feel like blind faith is a superpower when you're working so hard at something that you feel like is unlikely, like building a massive YouTube channel, and you're putting hours and hours and hours into filming and editing and scripting and writing 100 revisions on a thumbnail and all these things, and just blind faith that it's going to work out if you just keep going. And it's something that I have had to have a lot of patience with and believe in myself in doing, or there's just no way I would have even started. And so once you have that strong conviction in your goals, now it's time to set up a plan so you can achieve them. This should include the steps you'll need to take, what resources you'll need, and the time frame needed to achieve it. It's really about removing all the friction and the guesswork and just being very clear on those goals, and you can stay disciplined a lot easier when everything's laid out and you're not completely just going into things blindly. And the third step is to stay focused on your plan. This means you must remain motivated even when you encounter challenges. Remember, you're going into things with the faith that things will work out. So when times get tough and you don't think that it's going to pan out the way you thought, just really remind yourself that it will. If you have a clear vision and you continue to work hard, the things you want will come. Just you need to be patient and disciplined during that time. Self-discipline is an important part of achieving success in life. It's your ability to control your behaviors, your thoughts, and your emotions. And so to achieve perfect self-discipline, it is important to be very clear on your goals, how you're going to reach them, and then to continue to be motivated during that journey. So until I was really able to understand my motivations and my objectives of the goals and success that I wanted, I wasn't able to be self-disciplined. And because I wasn't self-disciplined, I wasn't getting the results I wanted. Once I became very clear on my goals and wanting to see rapid growth in my channel, I was able to start to remove all the friction in my life and make it as easy as possible to make videos as best I can consistently. And this discipline forced me to make sacrifices, like give up my weekends so I can film, even though people are gonna be mad at me that I'm not hanging out with them. And spending a lot of my free time on editing and things like that, even though it's going to affect my relationships negatively. And the way you're able to stay self-disciplined over a long period of time is to find ways to not burn yourself out too quickly. Doing too much at once with all this sudden motivation can lead to burnout, and you won't get anywhere very fast. You'll go and you'll sprint and then you'll be done. You'll just do a 100-meter dash when you're running a mile. Break down your goals into smaller, more tangible goals that you can focus at one at a time, chipping away at. I did a video on how to set and achieve your goals using the SMART system, and you can check that video out after this one. I think it's super helpful for goal setting. My goal right now is to film 100 videos by the end of the year. At first, it was on 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year, but I don't have a lot of control over that, but I am in control of my workload. And so I have found the best time management system to be able to get to that goal, but rather break it into smaller goals. So I'm only filming obviously 8 a month at that pace, something like that. And so I know that I can break that down and go month by month instead of just looking at one long crazy road that looks like it's like unobtainable right now. Self-discipline is all about staying focused on your goals and working hard to achieve them, and finding the best way to actually stay on track is going to help you stay as disciplined as possible. Just remember to be kind to yourself and practice self-compassion, and realize that you're only human and that you're going to make mistakes and you're going to have failures, and you can be disciplined and you'll still suffer setbacks along the way, but that's just a part of the journey. It's just important to get back on the wagon, stay focused at the long-term goal, and find ways to reward yourself when you're reaching certain milestones. It's been challenging over the years to get to this point where I've become a lot more self-disciplined with an impulsive background, but I'm so glad that I've gotten myself to this point, because I'm starting to see now that the long-term effects of sticking to something can pay off, and I do have that faith that things will work out. And I'm just so excited to look back on this channel a year from now and to just be like, wow, I was getting a dozen views and now I'm reaching my goals. Maybe I've brainwashed myself, I don't know, but I have found a way to become disciplined because I see the goals that I want to achieve, and I have found a structure and a way to manage them over a long period of time. If this video brought you value, please hit that like button and also subscribe, and share it with someone that is really undisciplined, and tell them that I wasn't either, and that I have figured out how to become disciplined, when before I would have just impulsively bought all the candy in the candy aisle before paying my rent. You can check out that SMART goals video in my library or watch this next video coming up. I really appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Later.